We are now going to transition to a video in connection with bestowing the Lifetime Achievement Award on our friend and colleague, the Honorable Charles N. Brower. This is the first and only time a Lifetime Achievement Award has been given. And I can't think of a better recipient. And I think when you hear the video, see the video from Joe Newhouse, you'll understand even better why that is. So give us just a moment and we'll begin the video.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Charles Brower, the recipient of CAIL's Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm Joe Newhouse, chair of CAIL's Institute for Transnational Arbitration, or ITA. CAIL and ITA have, over a period of decades, benefited from Charlie's wise counsel and tireless energy as a member of the CAIL Board of Trustees and, as I will discuss, as chair of ITA. More broadly, over a legal career that has so far spanned 59 years, Charlie has served in some of the most sought-after positions in international legal practice. 4 years after making partner at White & Case, Charlie went to the State Department, concluding as acting legal advisor. By 1983, he was named a judge of the Iran-United States Claims Tribunal, a role that has continued to this day. He also served as counselor to President Reagan, president of the American Society of International Law, chair of ITA, and as arbitrator in scores of international arbitrations. He has been appointed 3 times as judge ad hoc of the International Court of Justice, once by Colombia and twice by the United States, making him the most appointed of only 4 Americans to have been named in that role. His accomplishments have been widely recognized. Charlie was appointed to these various positions by both Democratic and Republican administrations. For his service to ACIL, he received the Manley O. Hudson Award, the Society's highest award. For his service to the ABA, the Lifetime Achievement Award of the International Law Section. For his service to ITA, he received the Pat Murphy Award, only the second person to receive it, and one of only 3 ever awarded. Let me pause for a moment on Charlie's service to ITA. He was the chair of the ITA Advisory Board from 1994 to 2000. In that time, he oversaw a growth of ITA's members by over 200% and created the ITA's Academic Council, one of the jewels of our institute. But the documented facts don't really reflect the way he transformed the institute into a truly global meeting place for the arbitration world, enticing the most prominent members of the arbitration community to join and participate in our programs. That in turn attracted younger practitioners like myself at that time, and ITA has been my most important arbitration-related activity for more than 20 years. And I'm not alone. Many, many lawyers, arbitrators, and academics have come to ITA during and since Charlie's time as chair, in large part because of Charlie. A couple of weeks ago, Tom Sikora, the incoming ITA chair, and I invited a relatively small group of Charlie's friends from ITA to join us in personally contributing to ITA and CAIL in Charlie's honor. We've had a tremendous response with more than 35 contributors as of now. As former chair, Charlie has stayed involved in the Institute, regularly attending virtually every executive committee meeting. In that role, he has continued to advise those who succeeded him, dispensing his typically clear, direct, and forthright advice. I'm proud to have known Charlie for 37 years, since I came to The Hague as a legal assistant, and I'm proud to introduce him to you now as recipient of CAIL's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Madam Chair of the Board of Trustees, Harriet Myers, President Cubbage, Ambassador Jordan, other trustees and officers of the Center, and all of the magnificent staff of the Center, not a single one of whom has ever disappointed me in the 3 decades and more that I have been active in this splendid organization. You're all included and honored. I choose to express the gratitude and humility with which I receive and accept this award in the elegant terms in which George Washington wrote to, quote, the Hebrew congregations in the cities of Philadelphia, New York, Charleston, and Richmond, unquote, when replying to their letter of December 19, 1790, congratulating him on his election as president. I quote, the repeated proofs which my fellow citizens have given of their attachment to me and approbation of my doings form the purest source of my temporal felicity. The affectionate expressions of your address again excite my gratitude and receive my warmest acknowledgments. And as my exertions have hitherto been amply rewarded by the approbation of my fellow citizens, I shall endeavor to deserve a continuance of it by my future conduct. I would like to recite a few words that always have guided me to this day, and that I believe also resonate with all of you. The March 15, 1832 issue of Springfield, Illinois' Sangamo Journal carried a notice by a barely 23-year-old Abraham Lincoln announcing his candidacy for the state legislature, in which he wrote the following, I quote, every man is said to have his peculiar ambition. Whether it be true or not, I can say for one that I have no other so great as that of being truly esteemed of my fellow men by rendering myself worthy of their esteem. Final word I leave with you is this. On Valentine's Day in 2011, I attended the noon service in the Anglican Cathedral in Christchurch, New Zealand. When walking around inside the cathedral following the service, I spotted on an engraved plaque this verse from the Bible, the book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 8, which summarizes why all of us in the law do what we do. I quote, and what does the Lord require of you but to do justice, to love mercy, and walk humbly with your God? Amen, and thank you again.